So this is an introduction to our Shield of the Sun documentary on evil spirits. We're going to be profiling real evil spirits experiences from the footages that you're going to see upon this documentary. This documentary is featuring real footage of demonic attacks that have occurred in people's homes in various ways, various circumstances. We're going to show some of the things they went through. We're going to explain what was happening during the time of these hauntings. We're going to explain why these hauntings occur, the aspects of these hauntings, the do's and don'ts of these hauntings. We're going to show this footage in all of its truth, and we're going to show you the results of what happens in a world that is full of evil and how that evil affects us even in our daily normal lives. We want to warn you that this footage is very, very disturbing. It may affect you, it may terrify you, it's going to be unsettling. We want you to look at this footage without fear, without interest in the occult, and without interest toward anything but toward Jesus Christ and the truth of the existence of these entities. We're going to expose these entities. We're going to expose their tactics and their methods. We're going to expose what they're doing and the scene of their haunting. We suggest that you pray for those that you have seen in these videos who have been haunted. Pray for those who have this understanding to teach you this. Pray for yourselves so that you may not be deceived by these spirits. We don't do this video for the basis of fear. We do this video for education and empowerment to what is real so that these things don't take you by surprise. So now we're going to show a haunting that's about to take place in someone's home. This person was disturbed in the middle of the night by an apparition, so he got up in the middle of the night, took out his camera, and now he's going to film the area where these demons in his house like to appear at. And this person is experiencing quite a severe haunting. And so right now we're going to show you some of the things he's doing. And right now he's in a state where he's terrified, he's paranoid, he can hear voices in the house and things like that. And he can hear somebody running up the stairs. And so now he's basically aiming the camera and he's looking directly at it. And so right now he's standing in a paranoid state. He's very, very afraid. He keeps pointing at the wall because he feels there's something near the wall. And he just keeps pointing at it and pointing at it. And now he's slowly trying to negotiate the stairs because he's afraid to go up them. And if you take a very good look at the door that he's aiming at, you'll notice that it's opening and now it's closing. And that freaks him out. And he realizes that there is an evil spirit which is now standing at two places. So now let's go back to that just a little bit here, because this is very important for you to understand something. Okay, so what you just saw here, which is quite eerie, this is the demon that's been haunting him in his home. And it appears like a little girl, basically. And you're probably wondering, why does it do that? Is it the ghost of a dead little girl? Is it, you know, a spirit that's been in the house that died violently and now it's decided to wreak havoc on all the owners that decide to live in there? Absolutely not. It is a real, genuine demon in disguise as a ghost. And these are one of the things they like to appear at. You notice they appear a lot in the corners of people's homes. And that has a lot to do with the fact that the corners of people's homes are pretty much angled to a lot of energy or portal energy that's around the home. They seem to like to enter that way to get an overview of the surroundings that they're in. And you notice that it appears in two different places at once. You know, first it'll appear here, and now you're noticing it's appearing in another place, which is right in his kitchen area. This is because he has more than one spirit in his home. And these spirits will like to appear as the same person just to fool a person and also really play games with the person. There are spirits that can appear at two places at once, so you can have to factor that in too. But the thing is, mostly it's the fact that when there's a haunting going on in someone's home, there's always more than one spirit. There's more like several of them. And they all will, you know, very much converge on an area and continue to haunt that person very physically. So right now he's freaking out. And the funny thing is that when he panned the camera toward that area, he didn't even see it. And only the camera caught it. But he didn't actually catch it right at the specific moment. That has a lot to do with the fact that demons can appear at light sources. And a camera is a light source. So it basically is like shining a mirror back on them. And so that's why it can be picked up on camera a lot better than it can on the naked eye. Okay, so what we're having here with this particular gentleman right here is the fact that he got some really dumb advice from a witch in regards to how to deal with the hauntings that are in his home. So basically he got this idea for automatic handwriting, where he is going to get this evil spirit to write on a piece of paper what this evil spirit wants from him. And this is what he's explaining. And first of all, I want to say to all of you, do not ever try anything like that. In fact, if you're being haunted in your home, do not take advice from occultists, because occultists know why you're being haunted. Any advice they give you will only escalate the haunting. It'll make it worse. And that's what you're about to see with this guy. This guy got advice for automatic writing. And so he's allowing this demon even more access to haunt him. And so you're going to see what's about to happen to him. So right now, this is what he's preparing for. He's got a pen out and a piece of paper, and he's going to write down some questions of what he wants the demon to answer for him. And what you're seeing right now is exactly what I don't want any of you doing. Do not ever do this. It's a bad, bad idea. And you're only inviting trouble in your life by doing this. The Bible calls this actually a form of fortune telling, if you will, to commune with the demon for understanding. It's a form of sorcery, is what automatic writing is. He doesn't know that. He's pretty innocent to that. He's still caught in the world. He's kind of a new age guy. So he's kind of relying on, some of his occult friends to explain this for him. So now we're going to see some of these horrible things that is about to happen to him. Right now he's being haunted. He just woke up being haunted. So there's activity going on in his kitchen, so he's aiming it at that area. He could feel something horrible in his kitchen, and now you're seeing the door opening up and closing. So take a very good look at that. Let that ride there. Okay, so what you just saw there basically was a demon's ability to move objects. Demons can do this by manipulating the magnetic field that's around them. You are actually around a magnetic field and a gravity field everywhere you go. What demons can do is that when they get entry into this dimensional world, they can manipulate that field. And when they do that, they can move objects in your room. And so that's what it's doing there. It can do this in two ways. It can appear and move an object, or remain invisible and remove an object. And they usually like to remain invisible when they do it. Why? Because it plays with your mind. It drives fear into you. So, which is exactly what's happening with this guy. And so now it's doing it again with the door. He's freaking out now. Now he's going to make the very bad mistake to go over there and investigate further into why this is opening up. First, he wants to show us that there's nothing there, that there's no tricks, that there's no trick in moving the door. He's trying to show you it's just a normal door, and now he's going to walk up to it and open it so you can see there's nobody in there, opening and closing it. He's being very honest. You don't see any implements on the door. It's just a regular cupboard door. And as you can see, that's what he's trying to show you. So something is about to really happen to him that's going to scare him very much, and just a few. Right now he's afraid, he's scared, he doesn't really know what to really do with this but film it. And so as he's staring at this door, he can feel something is around him and around him. And he can feel the energy. It's almost like a surge of fear. And then all of a sudden, as he's feeling this, we have our friend once again. And so what we have here with this particular being is that You notice that it can be caught on the light source, if you will. Now it's standing there. And he's not freaking out because the fact is he can't see it. Only the camera is seeing it. Because like I said, a light source or a camera is like flashing a mirror back into the mirror. So sometimes the camera will catch the image that you can't see. The demon is actually staring at him while he's, in a state of panic. And so this demon is just kind of toying with him, if you will. And so now he still can't see it, and then while he's panning around looking, but he can feel that there's something near him, that it's really, driving at him. He doesn't quite know what to think yet. And then all of a sudden, wham! Now he saw this, and it scared him to no end. He literally freaks out when he sees it. The demon decided to appear again, but to appear right in front of him, right when he pans the camera. The demon is only inches in front of him, and it freaks him out. And so now he takes back runs, as he's doing here. Now he's backing off real quick. And now he's completely freaking out. He really doesn't know what to think, what to do. He's shaking at this point. And all of a sudden, he goes by the table, and guess what? Now you're going to ask yourself, who wrote that? This is why you don't do automatic writing. Because sometimes they will respond. And when they do respond, it will freak you out exactly, what they're responding with. He notices that the piece of paper has been written on. The demon itself actually wrote on that piece of paper. So now he's going to go and investigate what the demon has written for him so that he can understand very clearly where this demon is coming from. So first off, we're going to look at his basically we're going to look at his stupid questions. He first asked this demon, "Who are you?" And the demon refused to identify itself because it's not going to at first tell you it's a demon, because it wants you to still think it's a ghost. But then he asked the second question, "What do you want?" And then this demon responded, "Die." Point blank. The only answer it gave him was die. These witches thought it was a good idea for him to do automatic writing, because he said that these will resolve his answers and it'll help the spirit to be friendly with him. Well, does this look like friendly to you? This is why you do not mess around with automatic handwriting. You don't mess around with this. This demon is basically telling him, "I want you to go die." That's what it wants. It wants him to just simply die. Okay, so we're going to show you a footage of another haunting involving a man who made the foolish decision to try automatic writing. And he's still being haunted. He's still being terrified. So right now it's the middle of the night for him. His partner is away. And right now he is about to be terrified by something that is consistently waking him up with loud banging sounds in the morning. And he's about to become face to face to what he's been terrifying him. Now, right after this, he basically runs around the entire house trying to figure out where it is and why this just happened. And he's trying to see, if anyone's still there. And basically, this demon has been doing this to him, basically been running tactics like this to play with his mind. Okay, what we're about to show you is the same man who's continuously being haunted. And at this point now, this evil spirit has convinced him that it's the spirit of a dead girl. So he's right now calling out its name, trying to get its attention. The spirit has been playing with him ever since it's been haunting him, and it's been getting more and more worse ever since he's been inviting it in. So now we're going to show you something that demons do. You're going to see a certain power that they have in terms of running through walls. So take a very good look at this.
Did you hear that? Madeline, are you trying to play a prank on me? What are you doing? Whoa, did you see that? Whoa. She ran through that damn door. That's crazy. Madeline? here. Okay. The clock's on the floor. She doesn't like time, I guess. Crazy. Absolutely insane. Madeline, you here? Can you show yourself? Can you show yourself to the camera? Can you? Can you show yourself to the camera? Madeline, are you here?
For those of you who caught that, yes, that demon was standing on top of his couch when he panned that way. He wasn't able to see it because only the light source caught it. But it's very close to him and it's terrifying him. And now he's trying to get more logistics into what it's going to do next.
Whoa. More book stacking I see here. Weird stuff going on. Okay. That was weird.
Okay, what we're about to show you right now is, first off, don't ever do what this guy is going to do. This guy has also been getting terrified. He's been getting haunted. It's the same gentleman who thought that doing automatic writing was a good idea. Now he's tried another stupid idea. The same group of witches that he went to have encouraged him to now try using the Ouija board to make contact with the entity to determine if the entity is the dead of a spirit girl or if it's an actual demon. And so what these witches are doing are pretty much playing with them, trying to get him to invoke more problems in his life. So what he's about to do is a real dumb idea. Using an Ouija board is to make contact with an evil spirit. It's inviting an evil spirit not to just haunt you, but also to even enter you, to come inside of you. And so right now he's about to do something really stupid, and he's about to realize just how bad it is. You're going to catch him at a moment right now. He's very scared. He just woke up in the middle of the night being terrified and haunted. He grabbed his camera and decided to do this trick to see if it would work, which is about to make his problems even worse.
Absolute crap out of me. I've been neglecting to try and find out more about her. And since she's been so nuts tonight, I think it would be a great night tonight to actually try and communicate with her. So I went a couple of weeks ago and bought a Ouija board, and I haven't used it until tonight. And a lot of you guys can get mad at me for doing this, but I have to know who this is I'm dealing with because it's really freaking me out. I drew a protective circle around myself around the Ouija board, a protective circle around me here holding the camera. So hopefully they'll protect me from anything that might happen. And hopefully she'll answer some of these questions and let me know what is happening. Okay, I'm gonna get myself together. Gotta get myself together. Okay. First question. Spirit, are you here with us? Let's go, Georges. Let's go, Georges. Let's go. Oh, God. Okay. You're here with us, alright. Now, is your name Madeline? No, if it's knows me, who are you? Okay, if you are not Madeline, okay, Spirit, are you a demon?
You should never ever try this at home at all. Okay, what we're about to show you is another haunting with this gentleman. And first off, I want to mention some things about his haunting. His hauntings are continuous because he is either directly with the witchcraft or he is allowing witches into his life. We've already talked about the fact that he's been talking to witches. He gets some of these ideas from witches. And so what could be going on here is the fact that his involvement with these witches could be escalating his demonic attacks. There are certain witches who practice sorcery. So what happened was he woke up in the middle of the night and he heard somebody digging in his basement. And he went downstairs to find out what the digging was all about. And then when he dug it up, he found a dowel that was wrapped inside of this type of wrapping here that looks kind of like somebody wrapped up a body, if you will, but it's actually a dowel. It's a demon that actually put this dowel there, and you're going to find out exactly what happens to him when he goes and, with his curious mind, he looks to uncover what the demon left him, and you're going to see a very horrible attack he's about to experience.
The ghost. It feels like a dog's really wrapped in this old material. Really old material. That's so good. This is creepy. It's so old. Yeah, that's weird. Little box here. It's a little music box. This is like it's made of silver. Wow, it's done silver. Freaking weird. Whoa, why is it so cold? What was that? I saw the dog floating. Oh man. Oh man.
Okay, so now we're going to show you another haunting that this demon is pulling on this gentleman, and we're going to show you how the demon likes to manipulate objects in the room. We talked about this. They can manipulate the gravity field so they can move objects in the room, and so we're going to give you a very raw example of that.
Something else will happen. The veil just fell off, and the light bulb just flew. Okay. She does anything else. Okay. Try and hold her. Alright, Madeline. Anything else you want to show us or do? Huh? Madeline?
Now, right now, this is the demon staring at him in the room. The reason why he can't see it is, once again, the light source or the camera that he's holding reflects the image. The demon will only appear in sight or visible sight when it wants to, but right now he can't see it. But it's right there in the back of his room, and you're going to see further what it does to him.
Alright, are you going to do anything else for me tonight?
He took off there because he just saw it. Okay, so a lot of people have wondered if demons can actually physically attack people. A lot of people have some conceptions about that. The truth is that they can, and we're going to show you just exactly how they can. Basically, he's about to hit the floor, and it's about to get a little bit worse. That's the bite mark that is on him. He has an identical bite mark also on his other arm that you're about to see. The entity, actually, when it touched him, it actually left the impression that it severely bit him. It didn't actually bite him, but it just used its power to make him feel like it did.
Teeth marks. Oh, look. Oh.
This is pretty much to show you that they do have the ability to actually physically harm a human being. Okay, so now we're going to revert back to a haunting where this gentleman once again got some really, really awful advice from a witch. And basically what this witch has done is once again gave him some terrible advice that's about to increase his haunting. You might have heard of something called asking a ghost, if you will, to appear or demanding it to appear. You don't ever do that, by the way, and this is the result of messing around with that.
Now, I've also been told to really engage myself with the entity. I'm hoping that the parapsychologists I've talked to will come out and check this out and maybe do a ghost investigation or something like that. But I'm going to do what they've told me to do. Okay, here we go. I dare you. I dare you to show yourself. I feel really stupid doing this. Show yourself now. Oh God, you see that? What was 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 that? Oh man, you know, if I sit here and I've noticed if I pan around enough, I normally get something on camera. But I don't know what that was that fell. because I don't see anything in here that fell. Let me just pan around. Maybe I'll get something.
This is the entity right here. He can't see the entity, but he's realizing now that a lot of times that the entity pops up on his camera, and he doesn't realize yet why. But now this entity is really about to freak him out.
Whoa! What was that? Look at the footprints. I guess I did.
Never ever do that. Okay, so now you're going to see a haunting of an evil spirit that is posing as the spirit of the dead. And right now, it's about to haunt this man on a very psychological level. We want you to see exactly what happens here.
I don't hear anything anymore. She's in the mirror. I don't want to do this again. What is that? It's coming from up there. Honey.
Evil spirits will torment a person, and they'll continue to play games with the person day in and day out. As long as this person continues to give into it and not come with this demon with God, it will continue to do just these things. Okay, right now, this gentleman here has found a witch's book of shadows, and he's negotiating to see if he should open this book up. You should know that a book of shadows is used to keep records of demonic activities of witches that involve spell casting and casting spells. And so he's about to find out the consequences of messing with such material.
Let's see what we got. Wow. It's got some sort of seal on it too. Something to cut it with. That's when we get the photos.
What you're looking at there is a demon manifesting itself. and they feel very powerful energy when someone's Book of Shadows is near, because the Book of Shadows is used to call up demons. You notice how he didn't even see her standing there, and how fast she disappeared.
Let's see, I got the scissors. And see, okay, I can't do this and hold the camera at the same time. Okay. Yeah. I got it. Oh, this thing stinks. It smells like mold, like dried mold. Okay, I'm almost got it off. Wait, I tied this thing up. I did not want it to come off. I don't know what's inside it. Okay, there. Got it. Wow. It's like a book. Really old piece of jewelry. Let's put that there. This looks like a diary. Oh, it's really doesn't look like it's in good shape. I wonder if this is Mary Longacre's diary. That's Madeline's mother. I wonder if this is her diary. What is this? What is this? Bottle. Let's take a look at the diary. I bet you this is hers. If it is, this will really give us some information, I hope, about her. Whoa, did you hear that? It sounded like somebody said no. No. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to her. What do you not want me to do? Do you not want me to open the book? No, open the book. Oh, I heard it again. Do you not... Are you saying no about this? Oh, that was creepy. That was really creepy. I mean, it sounded like he came right behind my ear. Oh, I'm gonna hit you. I got chills. I got chills. Okay. I'm hearing this stuff now. I didn't hear it really that much before. She doesn't want me to open up that file. I don't know why. She doesn't want me to open up the file. Where she'll show herself. You don't want me to open the vial?
You notice that it's standing there. He can hear it laughing, but he can't actually see the entity.
That was outside. I don't know what that was. Okay.
Okay, we're going to now show you some footage of why you should not play with an Ouija board like we've showed before, and we're going to show you another example of it. You're going to see someone actually become demonically possessed while playing with this board.
sleeping. Bethard. Okay, come here, guys. Come on. Bethard. Oh my God. Bethard. Do you need water? You want some water? Guys, can you get some water, please? Bethard, are you okay?
That's blood dripping out of her mouth. It resulted from the fact that when she got taken over, she bit a large part of her tongue. This is why you should not play around with these things. Okay, this next video that we're going to show you was a haunting that took place that happened in the home of a single mother with their daughter. And what you're about to see took place also in the middle of the night. They woke up to strange sounds that were going on downstairs, and then the lights went out. And when the lights went out, they were kind of freaking out because they didn't understand why the lights were going out. And so we're going to show you kind of the pandemonium at this particular moment of when the lights went out, and they're trying to negotiate why this happened.
It's not. I guess it's kind of strange. It's sort of strange. Maybe just our power. I don't know. I paid the bill. What's yours?
Now all of a sudden they're hearing something. They're hearing the voice of a child. They're hearing a small voice of a child. This is the demon pretending to be a child, and now it's going to mess with them. The demon is inside their bathroom, and what it's planning on doing now is going to terrify them to no end.
Is that a voice? Is there something?
Okay, what is making that noise?
Something's in here.
What is this?
I want to make this very, very clear to you that these evil spirits are not your friend. They play very serious games with people's heads, and they do this to psychologically torture you and mess with you. This demon pretended to be a child in distress inside of their bathroom. The mother actually had the right idea when she said we need to get out of the house. That was the right idea. And as soon as something like that is happening, you have to get out of the house. Because the further and further you are away from the enemy cannot draw energy from you. And so when you get away from them, this will actually cease the haunting. And so that's why you have to do that. If you try to go after them, open the door, and entertain them, they'll continue the haunting because they're going to feed more energy off of you. What you're looking at here is something that demons are able to do. They call this, I kid you not, ectoplasma. I kid you not. I know it's a word you heard from Ghostbusters, but the truth of the matter is that Ghostbusters based a lot of its doctrinal study off real paranormal investigations. And so the word ectoplasma actually came way before Ghostbusters. And it was to describe a phenomenon that the evil spirits do where they leave behind a kind of plasma-based fluid that almost looks like blood upon people's walls when they haunt them. And sometimes they like to get creative with it, as you see what this demon did. The demon spelled out the words "help me" and put its handprint all over the walls. And it's not doing that because it's in distress. It's doing that to terrify you. And so right after it's terrified them and now it's got them in the bathroom, look at what this demon does next.
What is this? Scratches? Those are scratches, and I think that's blood. I can't open it.
What the demon did there was that it slammed the door on them when they were in the bathroom. And the reason why she couldn't open it for those few seconds is, once again, when they use the magnetic field, they're able to also keep things in place, which, like a door, basically. They're able to freeze a door in place so that you're not able to open it. They're not able to maintain this power for a long period of time, so sometimes they'll break off the control, which gave her right there at that ability to open the door. Okay, so our next haunting we're going to show you is based upon individuals who like to play Bloody Mary in the mirror. First of all, you should know that the whole Bloody Mary thing is basically ridiculous. You don't want to believe in spirits called Bloody Mary. But there is instances where this has worked, and I'll tell you why they have worked. First off, the chanting of Bloody Mary comes from the occult. It's to wish for the death of Jesus' mother. And in the occult, they like to celebrate the death of Jesus and his mother by chanting Bloody Mary, which is to chant, you know, murder Mary. And that's what it actually means. They try to tell you that it's based upon the legend of some high school girl who died a long time ago in a vicious way, and now she appears to haunt everybody who is in the suburb area mostly, who basically are chanting on this dead teenager's name. That's an absolute lie. That's not where it comes from. That is the doctrine of the lie to get people to play Bloody Mary. Instead of telling you the occult origin of Bloody Mary, they rather tell you the legend so that it doesn't connect you to a real Satan. And so when people are chanting Bloody Mary, especially in front of a mirror, mirrors also being another light source, by the way. It's not an energized light source, but it's still a light source because it reflects an image. And so demons can feed on that too. And so basically also, when you're chanting Bloody Mary in a satanic setting, that's inviting a demon to literally haunt you. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. And so we're going to see in this case, this legend, this supposed legend, if you will, fooling people's minds as Hollywood does with their movies, the awful results of playing with Satan.
Alright, you got it?
Yo, you got the camera. Let's do this.
Alright, ready?
Just let me get the night vision now. There you go.
Got it? Alright. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. See, did it? Oh, shit!
This is why you shouldn't do that. What you just basically saw right there is an entity standing right behind him. This entity is a demon posing as a girl. And it's a very evil spirit. And he doesn't notice it right at that moment until he turns for that second and runs out of the bathroom for his life. This entity right here is not Bloody Mary. It's an evil spirit. And this evil spirit is haunting this man because this man has allowed this evil spirit entry due to his ignorance of what he's playing with. We'll look at the rest of it.
Oh, shit!
And that's the logistics of it. And this is why you don't chant demons' names in mirrors or ever in your life. Okay, right now you're going to see an evil entity, and these are called shadow spirits. Shadow spirits are like very dark entities. They look like living shadows. They're the kind of demons that have haunted people like Ozzy Osbourne, Michael Jackson, many others. And you're going to see one develop within its interdimensional movement. It's basically going to be moving interdimensionally, and you're about to see it manifest. So now we're going to show you footage of a Nephilim mermaid, and this footage came from a man who took some footage when he was at the bottom of the ocean, and he's going to reiterate some feelings and explain to you the realism of the video. And I kid you not, to make this simple for you guys, mermaids used to be called sirens. Sirens are real demonic entities. And if you look throughout proper history, you'll notice many, many occurrences that mankind had with them throughout the past. And so you're about to see one right now.
there, so I don't have to answer any more questions. Now, you can believe my story, and that's fine, or you cannot, and that's fine too. This is YouTube, and I am the first one that hardly believes anything is shown here. But anyway, this is what happened. I went to the Great Barrier Reef in Australia to test an underwater cage that I had bought for the camera. The film on the left was my very first try. So there you go, that should answer a few questions. This is my footage, stop copying it. It is not from a movie, it is not from any TV program, it is not from anywhere. It is the bottom of the ocean, only a few meters depth, but it's not an aquarium, a swimming pool, or anyone's bath. So, my first day, and I was trying to work out this thing, how to operate the camera from outside, from a plastic box. And I felt this thing behind me. And straight away this thing passed. And at the moment I didn't even realize that what I had seen, or even if I had filmed it. So why didn't I follow it? One, because I didn't know. And two, if you are nearly 50 years old, not especially a good diver or even good swimmer, trying to operate a new machine, just get a heavy oxygen tank and a mask, jump to the bottom of the sea carrying something big, like a vacuum cleaner, and try to follow a fish. I'm sorry, fellows, that I couldn't provide you with an action movie. I only realized I had filmed something special when I saw the images on the screen of my laptop. So I went back the following day to the same place and wandering around to see if I was lucky again. And there it was. That's the second film. People comment that I knew it was coming. Well, I didn't, but I was waiting. And this time I had been down there longer and I saw it much more clear and I freaked out. And I tilted the camera up as much as I could and I felt a thing watching at me. And again, by the time I managed to turn myself, the camera and the cage.
I'm going to go back to the guy because he's giving very good explanation of it, but I want you to notice a few things about it. You notice how the bottom half of her body is 2 times bigger than the rest of her chest body. That is completely inhuman, and it would classify the being as being non-human. You're going to also notice at the time when it was swimming, it was literally bending its spinal vertebrae up and down in a manner that would literally break our backs in half.
Around, the mermaid was gone. Well, the mermaid. That's what I believe now. Because this second time it just went out too quickly and someone could have pulled my leg. Once, but twice. Anyway, things that people comment about these videos. This light, this moment, I don't know what it is. I think it's the reflection of the sun on a fish, but I don't know. This other moment, she is bending her knees. That's what people write here. Well, if there were legs in there, it looks like she's bending her knees. But I don't know. That could be a distortion of the water. And there are 6 meters or 7 meters that I was dead. When you are down there, you look at the surface of the sea and it looks much closer than... So I don't know if it's water, it's knees, or what is that. I can tell you this, I am not especially...
For those of you who have logic, you can pretty much see that this entity has no legs. It is one long fat fin. And closer analysis clearly shows that. And also, have you noticed anything about the behavior of the fish as this entity keeps coming near it? The fish aren't afraid. Usually humans who swim near fishes, the fishes scatter. These fishes swim naturally, as though they're looking at one of their own. Okay, so right now we're going to show you another demonic entity that often gets confused for as a fairy. Basically, there are demons out there that resemble very, very small creatures with wings. And you're about to see one right now. This is the actual entity right here. If you notice, it has a set of wings. It's a fallen angel spirit, and it resembles exactly what people would think in legend as being fairies, but an actual evil spirit. Right now it's just pretty much hovering back and forth, and it doesn't seem to know where it is. Or it probably just wants to haunt in front of the camera. Okay, right now you're about to see some demonic activity that's going on underneath the sewers of certain major cities in the U.S. And what you're going to see are actually Nephilim pods. I kid you not. There are actually demonic beings being born down in our sewers. I don't know how many people knew that or not. And you're about to see actual footage of not just their children in pods, but you're going to actually see the parents themselves guarding it. Okay, now you're going to see one of the actual demonic beings that are down in the sewer guarding a lot of these pods. We want to thank everybody for watching our video, and we want to close with this reminder to pray for all of those that are involved in these hauntings and pray for our world. We also do this video not to scare you, not to put fear into your heart, but to simply show you the reality that is going on in this world and to pray for deliverance from these evil spirits. May Jesus Christ be with you all.